Hey everyone, welcome to the newest Pro Players game. It is September 9th. It is the Reds versus Cardinals, and we are heading to the game right now. First, we are going to the Dave Parker autograph signing, have a bobblehead for him to sign, and then we're going to try our luck with Pro Players. See what happens. Slight change of plans. Parker is running late for his signing. They've moved it back to 5 o'clock, so we're actually going to go in, try Pro Players first, and then head out the re-entry to the Hall of Fame, and then go back in. So.
We are Prairie with players ready. We just got in the gates. First season ticket holder. A lot of people here today. It's the Reds versus the Cardinals.
Hey everyone. Okay, so Pro Players on the Reds side didn't go as planned. Literally as I was getting down there, they were already coming off the field. So Cardinals came on, batting practice is going on, nobody available at all. So we're going to the third base side and seeing if we can get any Cardinals players as they come off the field.
We're on third base side now. Gonna see if the Cardinals want to do anything.
Going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so everything happened really quick there. I'm going to make this really fast. This is what we're getting signed, our Dave Parker Hall of Fame bobblehead. We have to hurry in there. He is finishing up his signing, so we got our ticket and we're going now. We gotta hurry.
They won every game. They triumphed in New York, followed the competition in Philadelphia, and whitewashed the Washington Nationals. They even earned into the Providence Southwest Live League.
I want to announce that I have wings and rings and chili. too. But I say in Indiana,
Okay. I got it.
One of the most intimidating hitters of his era, Cincinnati native Dave Parker became the first major free agent acquisition in Reds history when he was signed by the club in December 1983. In 1985, Parker authored one of the most impressive offensive seasons in club history, batting .312 with a league-leading 125 RBI, 34 home runs, and a .551 slugging percentage. Over the course of Parker's 4 seasons in Cincinnati, he was a fixture in the middle of the Reds lineup and was crucial to the club's resurgence to postseason contention. Parker was named to the National League All-Star team twice and won 2 Silver Slugger awards during his Reds career. Dave Parker was inducted into the Reds Hall of Fame in 2014.
Alright everyone, so that got crazy quick, but I want to update everybody on everything that just happened. So we started on the Reds side of batting practice, nothing happened, nothing at all. In fact, the Reds players were almost immediately off the field by the time I got down there. So the Cardinals players came out, a couple minutes into batting practice, nothing happened, so we went over to the Cardinals side as soon as that part of the ballpark opened up. So we waited over there for a little bit, and Adam Wainwright actually came out at one point, kind of nodded over my direction and said, yes, you can pray for me. So I got super excited and thought, hey, I'm going to get to pray for Adam Wainwright, and thought he was going to come up and everything. He like gave me a thumbs up, but he never came over, so I think next year I might have to make the sign a little more explanatory and say like, can I pray with you or something. I have to make it like a little more obvious. So but we did get one today, so if you can zoom in there a little bit.
Yep.
We got Cardinals pitcher Drew Rom, and he was super cool. He was signing for almost everybody. He stayed out the longest of everybody. Also, I do want to say Adam Wainwright took off his batting practice hat, signed it, and gave it to somebody, so that was really cool. But I got exciting news. Once again, this is never a guarantee, and I'm not holding the player to it. But Drew Rom started talking to me about his tattoos, and he was saying that he had one about his faith. And he showed me this really cool tattoo of the cross, and it had the Lion of Judah in the middle. And I just had this feeling like, hey, give him a card, ask him if he'd like to do an interview about his testimony on a one-on-one episode. And so sure enough, I did, and he said I would love to during the off season, so I'll email you. So there we go. We might have another one during the off season. So we have 3 potentials during the off season. We'll see what happens. So I'm super excited about that. So then we're running kind of tight on time. So we ran up here to Drew Parker. Now I'm messing up words. Dave Parker signing. He was super cool, super nice. Dave Parker, signed my bobblehead, everything. So it was super nice. And actually, he just came out, and as I believe it was his wife was coming out, she saw my first merchandise, Jesus is King, and she said, I love your shirt. So at this time, you know what I gotta do. The link is in the description for Versed. You can use code Wonderbeard to save 15% off, or save, is it 15% or 10%? It's one of them. I'm gonna check. And edit that in. It's either save 15% or 10%. I believe it's 15% off of your order. Wow, I'm good. good. I'm bad at this. I'm not even gonna change it. I'm just gonna leave it in. Anyways, you can save some money, by using code Wonderbeard. So I'm good at this ad read stuff. Coca-Cola, all of those other things. Sponsor me. I'm the best at it. Anyways, so first, it's nice. People like it. So, on top of that, I did get a baseball. It was kind of cheap. I just noticed not under a seat. That's all. It doesn't matter. So, anyways, now I think we're going to do this game a little differently. We're kind of going to do a tour of Great American Ballpark. Just go around, kind of see the ballpark. I've never done like a full tour of the ballpark. I've done tours of small little areas. I think we're going to do a tour of the ballpark, maybe buy a mystery bag or something again. We'll see. Maybe try a food item, so we'll get to it. Also, just wanted to say real quick, we took a quick break on our way down, and I wanted to mention, I don't think we got Drew Rom on camera for Pray With Players, only because there was a massive crowd, and I don't think Rachel saw him coming up to me originally, so I don't think we got this one on camera, unfortunately, but still, massive shout out to Drew Rom. Thank you for doing that. Really loved it, so cool. Okay, so tour stop number 1. We are on the third base side. We just came back in re-entry, and we are going to look at a newer area, Retail Row. This area is even kind of still being built on. They just added Chick-fil-A over here on the left side, which you'll see in just a second. There's a lot of people, so I want to get my talking out of the way first. If I don't, you won't be able to hear me anyways. So they added on Chick-fil-A. They've also added on Raiders recently. They've got a brewery district and some other stuff that's kind of newer. So let me take you through that. This was in one of our previous vlogs, but this is where they do the Valley Sports Live or Red Sports Live pre-show broadcast, and we actually were on camera here at one point, so pretty cool. Here's one of the hidden gems of Great American Ballpark, one of the favorite places to eat, Fry Box. So in one of our first vlogs of the season, we got Fry Box, and what did we think of it?
That was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was like,
What did we get?
I think it was like cheeseburger fries or something. It was kind of like something you get at Taco Bell. It was not bad.
Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't eat it on a hot day.
Which is what we did.
But it still tasted good.
Yeah. So. Now here's a really cool area that we've never really checked out. So we're gonna try this a little bit today. This is the Reds Connect Zone. There's like really cool places to sit and everything. So we might check this out a little bit. Yeah, they got screens for football. Giant screen for the game. Pretty cool. So we're going to try out the Reds Connect Zone for a little bit. And we're going to get some food. So we're going to decide on what we want to do. And we'll see from there. Alright, so we decided on the Skyline Helmet Nachos. So we're going to give these a shot. Okay. They're very messy. I don't don't think I got enough stuff on that one. This boy is fully loaded. Let's try it out. It's really good, but to be real, I can make it at home. I know I sound like such a dad. My dad of 4 kids, about to be 5, so it makes sense. But it's nothing too crazy. Like, I paid $13 for this. Like, it's Skyline cheese, which is really good. Skyline cheese is incredible if you've never tried it. But it's just nachos and chili. Alright. We'll let Rachel try them and see what she says. Yeah, it turned into soup like most of the way through, so overall experience, I give it like a D. It was just not that good. Rachel thought that was hilarious. Overall, I mean, interesting for the baseball experience, but overall, sitting in the Connect Zone though has been really cool. Like, overall, sitting in the Connect Zone though has been kind of cool. So there have been a couple moments like right now. Kind of hard to see at this angle, but the Reds are up 2-1. They just scored both those runs and have gotten 3 consecutive doubles to score that. So this place has been kind of rocking a little bit right now, so it's been really cool. So I think we're going to finish up here, and then we're going to continue our tour. And we've also decided on something. The upper level, we kind of already showed the kids zone in a previous video. It's just a deep fly ball. Anyways, so we already kind of showed the kids zone in a previous video. And the upper level doesn't really have a lot to it other than that, and the Cincinnati Bell fiber optic zone, which you need a special ticket to get into. So I think we're just going to show the lower level, and then we're going to show the outside of the stadium, and then basically get going. After that, we don't really have a lot of battery left, and we left our charger in the car. Or maybe we'll come back to the Connect Zone and I'll charge my phone. Like, I'll go get the phone charger or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it. So, anyways, for now, see ya. All right, so this is the like left field, third base team shop. So we'll take a look in here.
Of the Connect.
Yeah. I like the hats, but I do not like the snapback or the like adjustable version. I don't think it looks good. It looks wrinkly. I complain a lot. Typical Reds fan.
Oh.
I just complain a lot. I'm a typical Reds fan and a dad. Oh, well, of course. I'm on my multi-time dad grind. Oh, yeah. Matthew said last night that he had a dream that he told people to go and buy KFC, and because they bought 2 buckets of KFC chicken, they were then poor because it cost too much.
Everything costs.
I think our kids have a problem. All right. Okay, so we just got out of the team shop. There's the machine room up there, but I don't know if that's an area we can go to. I'll be brave. I'll be right back. So I checked it out. That just takes you to the bleachers. And there's like a patio area, but it's reserved. So, and like a special room, but it's reserved as well. So, or a special ticket thing. So, let's continue. so we're behind the left field seats, and to be honest, there's not a lot out here. It's the left field seats. A few stands and all that, but pretty cool view of the field. That's pretty much it for out here. If you've ever wondered where the TV cameras are, some of them are right back here. So now we're about in center field, so like left center field, making our way around. This is the weird ramp in between left field and right field, and it is like the gap behind the riverboat area. So we're under the stacks in center field, and on hot days they'll have mist actually spraying out in this area. Today it's not so bad, so they don't have anything here. The view out this way is incredible. You've got the riverboats. Oh, yeah, there's Rosie. Cool. Rachel gets distracted easy. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, squirrel. Okay, also over here in center field, it just got super loud all of a sudden. There's one other thing I want to show. There is a prisoner of war missing in action. A small little dedication, but I really like it. I love the fact that they included it. There's one single seat that cannot be sold or anything, dedicated to all the prisoners of war and missing in action soldiers. And there's a plaque also there, so I want to show that real quick. If you notice that the camera work is bad today, it's mainly because I'm doing the majority of it. I suck at this. Rich is much better at everything. Most things.
Driving.
I can't give her all the credit. Yeah, the driving thing. Right now I've had to not drive because of the whole almost dying stuff. So yeah, it's opened my eyes to her driving abilities. Just leave it at that. You get the code. Okay, so we are behind the right field seats, and it's kind of the same as the left field situation, except it's more open, of course. But yeah, it's just stands, just a bunch of stands. Or I mean, not stands, concessions. Concessions, yeah.
And people.
Yeah, just concessions all along the wall, and lots and lots of people. One cool thing though, and we're about to get towards that, is you can see into the bullpen over here. So we are about to go see that. In fact, somebody's about to come out of the bullpen, I think. Yeah, this is the Cardinals bullpen. You can see fully into the bullpen on this side. The other side you really can't. So the original fry box, Porkopolis, and right along the first base line. Now we're heading over to the kids zone and the Reds Kroger area. So this is like this really nice private party deck barn area thing.
The apartment buildings up there. I think they're watching the game.
Ooh, that is cool. Sorry. That is really cool. I wonder how closely I can watch them. Is this illegal? This might be illegal. Anyways. Okay, so we got the kids like play area. So they've got some like carnival games that I honestly don't see running 99% of the time. So I'm not really sure what's the deal with this, but Then this is the main attraction for kids. They have the wiffle ball field. So, yep. That is definitely a favorite here. Kids always flock to that. There's always kids there. We've got a couple things here that seem to be set up that are kind of newish, so we're gonna check these out. Our kids were on this one of the vlogs previous. They loved it so much they never wanted to leave it, and that ended up being a problem. But hey, they only live once, so, well, that's not true, but you know. Anyways, what is that? Oh, so today Lady Antebellum is performing after the game, and they have a merch stand set up. So, yeah, or I guess it's called Lady A now.
Same thing.
Yeah, so, and here's the fan zone main stage. They have concerts here every so often, so like smaller bands. And here's kind of a main sitting area that people can stop and eat and talk and all that stuff. So there's a mass of people in there. I don't really want to go in that way, but there's more concession stands and stuff. Not too much in there. There's another smaller team shop in there, but nothing we care about too much about. A couple more places here. But also, one of my favorite spots, the basketball hoops. Now, I gotta tell a story. So the only reason that's one of my favorite spots is a couple years ago when it was the 150th anniversary, they did this really cool event where they did like an open house, and they actually had like player meet and greets and stuff. And Philip Irvin, who is one of my favorite players in general, was doing a like competition with people where he was doing like shooting or a shoot around with people at that basketball hoop. So I got to play basketball against him, so that was pretty cool. I suck at basketball, by the way, so there you go. Small version of the Hall of Fame shop. Actually might be about the same size as the normal one. Giant Mr. Redlegs and Rosie bobbleheads. This is like a super serene garden bar area. And then the giant Cincinnati Buds bottle. So, kind of cool. What do you think so far, Rachel? How's our tour going?
Good. It's very realistic.
I'm not sure how descriptive that description was. that review was a review. I like it. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so
For the concert, they have Lady A.
Oh yeah, I just saw that. I don't know if that was there earlier.
Yeah,
Let's show you what we're talking about, because this is the next area I was going to show. We're at the main gates now, so let's show this. So these are the main gates, and then when you come in, giant screen, and there's a score update. 3-4 Cardinals. And uh-oh, somebody just got hit. Reds emblem. This would be almost directly behind home plate. And then one of the really, really cool details, we have this giant mural. It's the 1869 Red Stockings and the Big Red Machine. And then this is the sign Rachel was talking about. We have a Lady A Red sign all lit up. Let me see if I can get a little closer. And then we've got Reds Fan Club corner. That's for like Reds rookies, Reds teams, and Reds heads. And then Reds Authentics. We're actually gonna go in here, so hold on one second. All right, everyone, so we went into
Can I take a picture, you guys?
oh no. That was so nice. That guy came up. He thought we were taking a picture, so he wanted to take it for us. I appreciate that. No, actually, so what we were gonna say. So I bought something in Authentics. I actually bought 3 things. So they have a really great deal on autographed photos right now. So I got that deal. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass on that good deal to you all. At the end of this video, I'm gonna do a giveaway for 3 autographed photos. And all you have to do is play a little bit of trivia. I'm gonna ask 3 trivia questions at the end of this video. And if you can guess any one of the players. Now, I'm not gonna let one person win all 3 people. I'm just not gonna let that happen. But you can be entered to win at least one of the players. Now, I'll admit, none of them are like super premier players. It's not like Ellie De La Cruz or Joey Votto or somebody like that, but they're pretty good names. So, if you want to be entered to win, all you got to do is answer the trivia questions. So, hopefully you know your Reds. So, all right. I think we're pretty much done here. We're gonna start heading home, get to the kids. It's getting kind of late and we got church tomorrow. So, all right. We might show the outside of the ballpark though. Just do that real quick. So, anyways, I think we showed all of the bottom level of the ballpark. And like I said, there's not much on the top level that we haven't shown in previous videos. So we might show that another time, maybe one of the next games. But Rachel's pregnant. It's a lot of walking for her, so not to throw her under the bus, but it's a lot of walking. And I'm also kind of tired. Jesus is king. Don't forget it. Whether you want him to or not, he's your king. Love you.
Major League team, the first time he was drafted in the first round by the Mets, 82. About that.
All right, so there's one last thing I want to go through. Also, just real quick, I'm only going to show it from the outside. Reds team shop. Really cool. Love the hanging baseballs for the World Series championships. But there's one more thing I want to show before the end of the video, and that is all the players that have dedicated statues that are outside the stadium. Now, there are none actually inside the stadium, but there are a few that are inside the Hall of Fame. There are actually 2 that are inside the Hall of Fame. That is Sparky Anderson. Sparky has a managerial one. And then, why am I blanking on his name? There's another coach. Dang, I'm blanking on his name. But he was a coach earlier on. It might come to me. But anyways, he's in the Hall of Fame as well. And then also Harry and George Wright. You might actually see them in the video earlier. I don't know if we had it rolling at that point, but they're in the Hall of Fame too. So I just want to show the players that we got out here. These are all Reds Hall of Famers, and yeah, let's get started. So first up, the old left-hander, Joe Nuxall. Next up, we have Frank Robinson and Ernie Lombardi, 2 absolute legends. And then we got Ted Kluszewski, the Big Clue. The dude was so big of arm muscles that he couldn't wear sleeves, apparently. So, yep. I love the Cincinnati skyline. I know it's not as elegant as some other cities, but man, I just love it. Especially with this like stormy night sky background. Love it. Next up, Joe Morgan. Even the plaque says baseball's greatest second baseman. You will hear no argument from me. Next is Pete Rose. Definitely baseball's most controversial player. Love him or hate him, technically he's the hit king. So I'm not gonna say too many comments on this one, but there he is. Next is the big doggy Tony Perez. Definitely now that the loud vehicle is past, the big doggy Tony Perez. Definitely the one of the catalysts of the Big Red Machine in a swinging pose. And last but definitely not least, the greatest catcher and the greatest Cincinnati Red of all time, Johnny Bench. One of the greatest players of all time in the history of the MLB. So, that's all of the statues outside of the Hall of Fame. Next time we're inside the Hall of Fame, I will definitely make sure to include the other statues in the video. I think we're gonna head home, and we are both very, very low on battery. I just hit 5%, so we are gonna head home. But there's one last area to show. There's this really, really cool area outside the stadium. There is like a whole street dedicated to tailgating, and it is really awesome. I'm gonna show this real quick. So they show up on a big screen, and then you have this whole street with restaurants, tables, all kinds of places. Just really, really cool. All right, kiddos are back in the car. Did everybody have fun at Shay's house?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
How excited of a reaction was that? Wow.
And Red's lost. Wow.
Well, thanks for the spoiler alert, Matthew. I was about to reveal that. Yep, so we just checked the score. Unfortunately, Reds did lose 4-3. We just picked up the kids. They were having fun. Yeah, we cut out a little early. There's a Lady Antebellum concert about to be after the game, but unfortunately, we weren't going to stay for that. So, long story short, I want to explain kind of why we did what we did today with the tour thing and everything. First of all, it's something a little different than just staring at random plays on the YouTube video. Might be a little more interesting. Because looking back, it's kind of hard to watch that, you know? It's like, it doesn't really feel like normal baseball. So anyways, it feels harder to follow. So, but along with it, with all of my health issues, if you followed me for any time recently, you might know a little bit about what's going on. I've had some seizure issues recently, and I've had migraines since I was like 14 years old. They seem to be migraines with brainstem aura, is what I've been told. And the issue has been really, really bad as of late. And between the two issues, or the one issue that I don't know exactly what's going on with my brain. But with all of it, one thing we have noticed is that the lights at the Red Stadium seem to...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, be careful. Sorry, somebody was coming over on Rachel just now. The lights at the stadium seem to bother me some. So we were trying to avoid really being out there as much. Because almost every time we go down to a Reds game and it starts to get late, they turn the big lights on and everything, I start to get a headache. Even if nothing else, I start to get some sort of headache by the end of the game. And more times than not, within the next day or so, I have a migraine. And even the one last video, last Prayer of Players game, I had a migraine while at the game. So, you know, we're thinking maybe there's like a trigger there of some sort. And I know one thing that people might say, well, if you have any kind of epilepsy or seizures or anything, it could be the flashing lights. Flashing lights have never bothered me before, though. Like, I don't know if that's it, but I don't know. At this point, I'm along for the ride, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my brain. So, speaking of that, I do have a bunch of follow-up appointments that are getting scheduled right now. I've got a bunch of calls to make Monday and everything. So, Anyways, enough about that. But I'm getting a bunch of follow-up done, so we'll see all of that stuff. Matthew's on his YouTube grind. What'd you just say, Matthew?
I said like and subscribe.
He said like and subscribe. He means like and subscribe. So, yeah. Do it for Matthew. Like and subscribe. I don't ever ask you guys to like and subscribe, so, you know, do it for Matthew. So, anyways, alright, aside from that, I think that's the majority of what I want to cover for right now. Later on, I don't know if it's going to be tonight or sometime maybe tomorrow or something, I'm going to show you the baseball we got from today, the Nicola Dolo bobblehead we got, which is pretty cool, his first ever bobblehead, so we'll check that out. And then also the Dave Parker bobblehead signed. I'm going to show that. Just a little closer look at it. I know you guys kind of saw it, maybe barely. But I'm going to show that. And then also I want to show... I'm going to go over the giveaway. I'm not going to show what I'm giving away because that's going to spoil it. But I'm going to... ask the questions. I gotta come up with some trivia questions for the players that I got the pictures of, and they are players. That's a spoiler. They are players. There's no coaches, no like announcers, nothing like that. They are players. So I'm gonna have one trivia question for each one, and if you can come up with the answer, you know, I'm gonna pick out a random winner for it. Or it might just be the first person. I don't know. It depends on how close it is. Also, I want to make this very clear. One person is not going to win all three. So, no. It's not going to work like that. One person can't win all three, okay? So, if you enter for all three, you must pick one that's priority for you, okay? Like if you are the very first person that comments on this video and you're like, here's the answer to bang, 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 and I got all of them right, blah, 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 you gotta pick one. That's it, okay? So, I just want to make it fair. I don't want to like have somebody win everything. So, anyways, and I'm gonna be doing giveaways for pretty much all of the remaining Pray With Players videos. So, including, well, that might not be for a Pray With Players video. I'm going to do a giveaway towards Reds Fest later this year. So, be on the lookout for that. That's going to be later this year, though. Last thing for this section. Be on the lookout for our Christmas fundraiser. We are going to be starting up some details for that. Nothing official yet, but I'm working on all the details right now. So, that'll be getting announced soon. And soon is a relative term. So, no idea yet. Yay! But I'm excited for it. You guys really killed it last year. And we had such a smaller base at the time, like less than 50 subscribers. And we raised like, I think it was like $1,200 or over $1,200 for Children's Hospital for the PICU. We bought, what was it? I want to say it was like $1,100 in toys that we directly bought, and then it was like over $100 in toys that one family directly donated. So in total, we donated over $1,200 in toys to the PICU for Christmas within like 2 or 3 weeks. I mean, you guys blew it out of the water. You killed it in a short time. So, did you just hear that? That was the cutest freaking sneeze of all time. Oh my gosh. That was like an anime girl sneeze. Whoa. Brought out my inner weeaboo. I didn't even know I had that. Senpai.
Oh my gosh. No.
Oni-chan?
No.
Alright, I'm never doing that again. I know that was against the Bible or something. Anyways. Oh boy, these meds are kicking in, I think. Oh, something's going wrong. Oh, this video is gonna be very different than normal. Alright, anyways, I'm not even sure why I'm still recording at this point. Alright, cool, y'all. Alright, we'll kick it over to the next part, whether it be today or tomorrow, whenever I record that. So, I'll see you in my basement. That sounds creepy. Alright, I'll see you later. Hey everyone, so wanted to pick up from yesterday's video. So it is Sunday night, and actually I'm sitting here watching Sunday Night Football while I was cleaning out the man cave a little bit. The kids were actually helping me so they could earn a little bit of chore money, so that was fun. And boy, if you are a Giants fan, I am sorry. This game has been rough. Wow. Anyways, so forget about that for right now. But so we're actually gonna go over the stuff that I got last game. And I'm gonna do the trivia questions for our 3 giveaway items, which are all 8x10 photos. And I'm also going to go over some items I got at a game that I did not record at. The reason I didn't record at this game is we really didn't do anything during this game. We just kind of went. We didn't do private players. This was actually kind of in the middle of all of my health issues being very, very brand new. We didn't stay. We went and basically picked up our stuff and left. That's pretty much it. So, we didn't do much there. So, yeah, so we're going to go over all that stuff. So let me go ahead and get started with that for you. So we did end up getting a baseball. Nothing crazy. I ended up getting this one, and to be completely honest, I should have had another one, but I am not a professional ball hawk type person, and I completely screwed up. And yeah, I thought the ball that I could have had, I thought it was going to land about 2 seats in front of me, and so I thought, oh man, that might bounce up. So my reaction, instead of leaning into it and having a possibility of like catching it, was, oh, I should probably kind of back up and be ready in case that bounces or ricochets up to me. And instead, it ended up almost in the seat right in front of me and bounced down, and instead I missed entirely. So, yeah. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But, yes, I don't know how many we're up to this season. I think it's like 16, 17, something like that. I'm definitely not like a professional ball hawk, or anything like that. I do not fight kids for them. I don't do anything like that. I don't beg people to throw them to me. Half the time I don't even try for them. The only reason I got one at this game, and I'll actually go ahead and show that. Hold on one second. So this is the one we got from yesterday's game. You can see it's scuffed pretty bad. I don't actually know what this one went through, but the only reason we got this one is I was literally walking down the third base line seats, and it was sitting under a seat, and I just grabbed it. So that was all. And there was nobody sitting there. There was nobody in the section at that point. Like, there were a couple people like down at the end of the section, but this was well up there. So there was clearly nobody there. This was not like I stole it from somebody or anything. Clearly nobody had seen this yet. So just completely random dumb luck. So yeah, I'm definitely no professional ball hog. Just happened to get lucky this time. So yeah, so that's one thing we got from this game. Let me go over some of the things we got from the last game still, though. So this was the giveaway last game. on September 2nd. They did a City Connect Reds tote bag. Good amount of stuff can fit in it. Pretty cool, I guess. Nothing crazy, but, you know, it's cool. So, the next item that I want to show you, though, the next two items are actually my Reds Hall of Fame items that I picked up last game. But one is from the month of August, and one is for September. And I just picked them up. I didn't pick up my August one until the beginning of September. So here they are. So we'll start with September's, because you can go to the Hall of Fame right now and get this with regular paid admission during the weekends. This is a Bronson Arroyo replica plaque, and it reads off, I believe this is all that his actual plaque is going to say or does say. So if you want to pause the video and read that. So pretty cool, I guess. I can't decide if I love or hate this. I'll give them credit for trying something new. Definitely. I like the fact that they're taking a step in a new direction. But the thing that I'll say is I feel that it's weird that it's Bronson Arroyo. So I'm going to step up on a soapbox here and say, number one, I love Bronson Arroyo. I think he's an amazing human being and everything. But it just feels weird, like, why would they suddenly do one of Bronson? Like, you've got three people in that Hall of Fame class, okay? You had Gabe Paul, you have Danny Graves, and you have Bronson Arroyo. Now, I get that Bronson Arroyo is considered the premier, one in that class, and everything, and was the fan vote of it. Cool, I get it. But you also had Tom Browning pass away earlier in the offseason. I could see you doing one of that. Joe Morgan passed away not all that long ago. Could do like an actual Hall of Fame plaque of him or something. It seems weird to me because of all the other Hall of Famers. Like, it seems weird to start a new series like this. Like, they've never done something like this, to my knowledge, before. And then all of a sudden to start with Bronson Arroyo. I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It just seems like an interesting choice. So, I'm on board for it. And I'm just curious if they're going to continue it. Is this going to be a one-off thing? I don't know. It's kind of like how they did the Gold Glove thing. They did a Gold Glove award. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I have it. Okay, so I actually do have this. So they did a stadium giveaway of a Gold Glove award, and they've only done this once. Now, they did one for Tucker Barnhart, but it was through the Reds Community Fund, and it was very hard to, now it's pretty hard to find, because it was part of, a $100 MVP package or whatever for it. But Scott Rowland, what? He's the only one. And he was only a Red for a short time and stuff. I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand decisions like that. I get to a degree, okay, he won the award that year and, that kind of thing. And Bronson Arroyo's being inducted this year. But then to, not go back and do any more for anybody else, or to do any, I'm sure you could do it for, Johnny Bench, who won many Gold Glove awards, or, Barry Larkin, or anybody that's, multi-time Gold Glove award winners or anything. Would be really cool to do. I think that'd be really cool promotion, but instead, just to do it a one-off. So I'm interested to see if this is going to be a one-off thing where they just do Bronson Arroyo. And if so, then I think it's going to be weird in retrospect. Right now, I think it's cool, but if it ends up being just that, it could be a little weird. Anyways, rant over. Next item. We have this retro rosy red bobblehead. And I believe this is celebrating the anniversary of the rosy red. I forget the actual name of it, but it's like the rosy red Reds group the women's organization that they have. So that's pretty cool. I really like that. So that's what we got from that game, along with the City Connect bag. Now we'll go on to yesterday's game. So we have our Skyline Nacho helmet. Yes, I'm one of those people. I washed it out and kept it. So I spent $13. I'm keeping the helmet. All right, so in all fairness, I did not get this bobblehead yesterday, but we did get it signed yesterday. So this is the Dave Parker Hall of Fame bobblehead, and there we go. There's the signature, and Mr. Parker was cool as always. He obviously, I'm not going to talk very far in detail. I don't feel that that's my responsibility or something that I should do, but he obviously deals with some health issues now. If you want to look into that, you can, but I just want to say it's so cool that he is still taking the time to, do signings and everything. He's even doing another one in November, so shout out to Dave Parker. So cool that he's doing that, despite everything he's going through. I thank God for people like him. Okay, so, and we have Nick Lodolo. We have his very first ever Major League bobblehead. It might be his first ever bobblehead at all. So, every watch has a story. I'm not familiar with that. That's cool. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie though. I kind of wish the Reds were doing a little more like interesting bobbleheads this year. I don't know. I feel like sometimes they do more like cookie cutter bobbleheads. Let me give you an example real quick. So this is kind of what I mean. Like, see, these three are from recent years, and I just feel like they're kind of cookie cutter. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of just complaining here. Maybe I'm just kind of reaching. But Rezo Iglesias is from like, I want to say 2017, 2018, something around there. Sonny Gray is from 2020, 2021, something like that. And then obviously Lodolo from 2023. And I just feel like literally Iglesias and Sonny Gray are exactly the same, except they changed the positioning slightly, very slightly. And then Lodolo is literally an exact reversal of Iglesias almost. Like, you turn him this way, reverse him, and it's practically the same. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of cookie cutter, and I feel like they could do so much better. I mean, they've done some really cool bobbleheads before. Let me show you some of my personal favorites that I have, like the Scooter Gennett after the 4 home run game. Hold on, I'm going to turn my light on, because Scooter Gennett, let me see. I love the award bobbleheads, like this Tucker Barnhart. Let me see. The Joey Votto MVP. The Yasiel Puig riding the Wild Stallion. Let me see. I personally like the Queens of the Stars of the Queen City bobbleheads. Even this Jeff Brantley Cowboy bobblehead was really cool. The Bronson Arroyo Hall of Fame one was really cool. What else? Trying to think. Oh, I love these like mini dual bobbleheads, like the Griffey one they did a couple years ago. Reds versus Mariners Griffey one. The Eric Davis 30 for 30 duel. You know, those type, like. And then I love the statues. I still think they should do a George and Harry Wright one. And I can't think of the other guy, the other coach, but there's another coach that they haven't done yet. That's in the Hall of Fame that they've got a statue of. But like, stuff like that. And they've done some cool bobbleheads. This George Foster one, like, why not do more of those? This Tom Browning from the Hall of Fame may be one of the coolest bobbleheads ever. Like, just do more stuff like that for stadium giveaways. Stop doing so much cookie cutter stuff. Like, I like this Scott Shebler bobblehead and everything. Oh, my light went off. But Scott Shebler bobblehead and everything. But stop doing just cookie cutter bobbleheads like this, where it's just basic batting stances. Like, do something cooler. Even if it means less, do more in the bobblehead. All right, that's my rant. I'm done. I'm not going to do any more. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and start this contest off. I am holding up behind the camera the very first player. It is an 8x10 signed photo. All of these are authenticated. In all fairness, at this exact moment, I've actually not checked the authentication, but before I send any of these out, I will, just to make sure it matches and everything. So if for any reason any of that is wrong, I will definitely edit this part out of the video. But here is the trivia question for the very first player. So if you figure out who this player is, and this is the player you would like to try and win, I want you to comment this player's name down below. But here is the question. This is the clue for who this player is. So, this switch-hitting shortstop played for the Reds, but has also played for 5 other MLB teams in his career. Who is he? So, that's the very first one. Let's see about the next 2. Okay, so this next player is very near and dear to my heart. So, he has played with the Reds in the last 5 years, but is no longer in the Reds system. And he has some very interesting career statistics. And in the last 5 years, in his career, he only has 1 intentional base on balls in his career. And he only has 1 sacrifice bunt, or also called sacrifice hit, in his career. Who is it? All right, everyone. For our last player, so this was a pitcher who pitched for the Reds for 5 years. And in those 5 years, he racked up a couple very interesting statistics. First of all, he earned himself 35 wins as a Red. And in those 35, in his 5 years in general, he gave up less than 100 home runs total in the 5 years as a Red. I want to make this very clear. This is not full career statistics. This is just as a Red. And he also got over 500 strikeouts. As a Red, over 500 strikeouts in 5 years. Who is it? Now, I just want to make this very clear. So, all 3 of these players, like I said, they're all former Reds. All former Reds, none of them on the team now. And so, if you want to be entered, all you got to do is, number 1, you have to be subscribed to the channel. You have to comment down below. And you have to be paying attention, because what I'm going to do is I will reply to your comment if you win. So I plan on having this video up. Today is currently September, let me see, what is today? 10th. So I'll probably have this video up sometime in the next week. So I will put the date for the giveaway as, let's do, we'll do the last day of the season, September 24th. I'll announce the winner. So, September 24th, I'll announce the winner of this giveaway. So if you'd like to be entered, all you got to do is answer those questions, but you can only win one. I'm not going to let somebody win all three. So you have to pick which one you want to be entered for and comment that person below. Okay? Now, you can comment all three, but if you win, you win, and then you have to pick which one you want. Say hi, Matthew. He's hanging out with me down in the man cave right now. So, anyways, and by the way, this game, I've got it muted right now for the sound. It is 33-0 with 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Cowboys winning over the Giants. It's bad. The Giants have been horrible. Anyways, so I'm going to be doing giveaways pretty much every remaining Pray With Players game, which I think there will probably be, I'm just going to estimate 3 more left. So we'll see for sure. But that'll probably be the case. So, and Zyra just came down out of nowhere. Okay. All right. You want to say hi to the camera, Zyra?
Hi.
No, so cute. All right. So, anyways, and I will be shipping these to you.
I want something.
Well, not right now. Hold on, sweetie.
Then
Yep.
about right now.
Mm-hmm.
And next.
Anyways, and all these photos, like I said, I don't know if I said this before, they're autographed. They're authenticated. Like I said, I'm going to check the authentication, but I almost guarantee they're authenticated to who they say they are. And, you know, all that stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, good luck. I hope you win. September 24th, I will announce a winner, so please make sure you're entered before that. Make sure you're subscribed. Comment down below on this video, not on a different video. It has to be on this video. And comment down below who you think that any of those people are. If you have a good guess. Quick little suggestion, if you're a little unsure of who it could be, go on Bleacher Report. Try and find out who it could be. So, yeah, sweetie. All right. That closes up this video. I pray you've enjoyed it. This has been a long one, so or kind of long, I think. So we'll see what the next one holds. The next one's going to be on a Tuesday, so my guess is we might have some success with players again, so it should be fun. All right, God bless you. I hope you have a blessed one, and take it easy.